The art of manipulation. My fellow Kenyan, I know you are also confused like millions of Kenyans and myself are, because currently you are confused between supporting President William Samoei Ruto's led administration or siding with the former deputy president, aka the Murima Crusader, to fight President William Samoei Ruto. I today have a word for you. Listen, if you have to betray your conscience just for you to support President William Samoei Ruto's incompetent government, just because you hate the Kikuyus and Gachagua at large, I kid you not, you are also part and parcel of Kenya's biggest problems. I am sincerely saying this because if your conscience needs an ethnic filter for you to speak on matters bad governance, I can tell you without any fear of equivocation that you are also part and parcel of the problems we Kenyans are having. I know you could be torn apart, failing not to know which devil you're going to support. And in this episode, I will just like to advise you to put the tribal card aside and foster on matters good governance. And I'm saying this because this is a war based on pride over conscience, and both are honestly fighting for your soul. Many don't want to factor the tribal card in our politics, but I always never want to circumvent the tribal card. And this is because whether we like it or not, our politics are extensively local. And they, being local, I kid you not, they are intensively tribal. So for you to make a very conscious decision on this, you just have to listen to a voice of reason. And the voice of reason is on this context: governance over tribalism. Apparently, imagine this, my fellow Kenyan. If you and I, who are learned and well civilized, fail to listen to the voice of reason and make a conscious decision on matters good governance over tribalism, then tell me what of those living in remote areas in different localities of Kenya, do you honestly think they stand a chance of not being compromised before and during the election? And for you to make a decisive decision on this, you just have to see which is the lesser evil than the other, not only to yourself, but rather also to your generations. Because we cannot keep on supporting bad governance going on just because the Kikuyus called the government of the day out. We should just unite as Kenyans and bring President William Samoei Ruto to account, because he is taking the country on a reverse gear. I'd wish that you shouldn't support impunity just because there is a tribe that is also calling out the government of the day and you don't support them. And for the first time in history, the Kikuyus are on the side of justice. So you just have to choose between working with the devil that you know so that you can unite forces to fight the powerful monster in office. And of course, I just quoted monster with all due respect. So, my fellow Kenyan, the choice is strictly lying under your jurisdiction. I know millions of Kenyans are currently confused whether, and most probably my colleague brothers and sisters from the lakeside region, because the confusion comes in the context that since time immemorial they have not been resonating well with their brothers and sisters from the Mount Kenya region due to one among the many factors like betrayal. And today, here we are, for the first time in history, both the two communities have found themselves in a quagmatic situation, failing not to know whether they're going to continue supporting the incompetence of the government of the day, or they're going to unite so that they can fight President William Samoei Ruto out of office come 2027. But from where I sit, I just wish that both the two communities and Kenyans at large should strictly listen to the voice of reason and make a decisive decision, because the decision that they're going to make is likely not going to affect their lives alone, but rather it is going to shape the lives of their generations to come. So, my fellow Kenyan, the decision and the choice is yours in the next general election. If you vote for bad governance, then I kid you not, bad policies are likely to replicate for the next 5 to 10 years. And as I come to the penultimate part of this episode, that has just been my opinion. If by any chance you do have a contrary opinion to mine, you can as well just feel free to drop them in the comment section and I'll give them a right of reply. And by any chance, if you have been watching my videos and you have not subscribed, you can as well just consider hitting on the subscribe button. Thank you, and may God bless you.